It is 4 in the gosh darn morning. About to go into work. I thought, well, what if I want to upload a video? So I thought I'll just... It's too early for this. Alright, we're getting out my fancy playmat, which isn't actually a real playmat. I like it though, it's nice. It's got a suede feeling to it. Rolls up nice. Really thick. I mean, look at that. It's practically 1/4 of an inch thickness. I get compliments on it. It's actually a kitchen mat that I cut. I got the kitchen mat for like $15 at Target on sale and just cut it down to the shape I wanted, the size I wanted, so that I could just have something to put my cards on. Keep them clean. Anyway, I built a new Tuktuk deck with good reason. I did it because I wanted to change the different cards that I'd put into it into something that costs a lot less. In fact, every card in this deck, save for this Memnite, should be like less than 25 cents, maybe 10 cents. You could, if you put this into a deck, like into tapped out. I'm sorry, it's 4 a.m. All right, let's wake up a little bit. Anyway, every card that's in the deck, it's built along the idea of play common cards and thrash with trash, the original Sly way of doing things. So yeah, I'll probably have a deck list for it eventually, but literally it's just like really cheap cards. Crew and Striker, Foundry Street Inns, and somewhere in here. Jackal Pup, Mog Conscripts, and the other one, Goblin, let's see, where is it? Goblin Cohort, the other version of Mog Conscripts. And it's 19 lands instead of the 15 lands from the other Tuktuk deck. And it actually plays really, really well, as I'm about to show you. I'm going to give this about 10 minutes and just see what we can do and get a few games in. Alright. Shuffling in. Since we have 19 lands, I went up to 3 casting cost cards in the deck. I had another video that I took last night and I tried to upload it, but it was over 2 gigabytes of file size and it was automatically deleted. I hate that. I actually had to shuffle down to 4 cards. It still ended up dealing about 21 damage in 5 turns, but oh well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Got 3 land, stuff we can cast. Yeah, we can play this. Foundry Street Denizen, go on to turn 2. Draw onto the land. Well, we're not really playing to... We don't really have an opponent to worry about, so I don't have to worry about pumping up my creatures. So, I think I could actually... I mean, that's the nice thing about playing a red deck, mono red deck. I don't have to worry about, like, specifically getting rid of that. I don't have to worry about Geist of St. Trapped. I don't have to worry about lifelink in this video or any of these videos because I don't have an actual opponent to play against. And so I opted for the best possible way to convey what efficient damage, what it means. And that's just dealing damage as quickly as possible. Don't have anything to cast this turn, but I'm going to go ahead and cast the Titan Strength. Scry. Jackal Familiar. We'll leave that there. I think, yeah, that's not too bad. We'll leave that on top. And swing for 4. So at the end of turn 2, we've dealt 4 damage. On to turn 3. Tap, tap. Game looks like it's probably going to go a little bit slower. I think. As far as damage goes, let's go ahead and play Tuktuk. Swing for 2. And 6 damage at the end of turn 3. It's awfully early. I'm very likely to be making mistakes right now. Oh, wait, no, it was 3 damage because that got +1/+0. There we go. Yeah, see? Draw, Lightning Bolt. That's a playable thing. Play the Jackal Familiar. And Raid Bombardment. This got +1/+0. It's still a 2/1 creature, so this will still trigger. Attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at the end of turn 4. Puts it at 12 damage. 12 damage at the end of turn 4. Untap. On to turn 5. Last turn. Draw another land. That's fine, we can still use it. Hit the opponent with lightning bolt. Swing out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have to do this after the raid bombardment triggers, otherwise it won't trigger. 7, cast Dyna Charge. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And lightning bolt is 16 damage. Let's make sure I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage at the end of turn 5. Despite how slowly we went, we actually got 28 damage in 5 turns. And yet this deck costs a heck of a lot less than the other deck. And the reason I made this deck was so that I had something I could actually like give somebody. If I wanted to get people interested in tiny leaders, I could literally just give them this deck. I don't think it costs that much. Even made my own Tuktuk, the return token for them to have. Put it on a land. It's this is a shipping label. If I'm not mistaken, it'll just peel right off. Well, why peel it off? Just leave it on there. And that's why it looks like a kind of a matte finish. I bought a case of like 50, I don't know how many labels exactly. But yeah, easy to acquire, easy to print out then. And it looks like it's printed out. It's not like I'm going to get in any trouble for proxying a token. It has no other impact on the game. Anyway, let's go on to the next game. And might be able to get 3 games in, depending on how fast these go. That's close enough. Let's draw. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And getting good on mountains, man. That's really good. Yeah. No. Put in Arc Trail, just as a show. Like I said, this deck doesn't have to prove anything. It doesn't have to deal with blocking creatures or anything like that. So I'm not going to necessarily get card advantage out of this card. But it's a good card. I think it's worthwhile to put it into the deck. So we'll tap, play Fire Street Denizen. You might notice I put Viashina Sand Scout, the original printing from Urza's Legacy. It's a lot like the original card from Vision's Viashina Sand Stalker. What this does is it works. It satisfies the need for Mod Conscript and Goblin Cohort, as well as Jackal Familiar. So you put any one of those out on first turn. You can put this out on turn 2, and it will always come back up to your hand. There's some other cool combos in the decks, but we won't need that right now. On to turn 2. Draw another land. I think we're better off with this coming into play. And yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and play this and Soul Bond. This gets +1/+0 from coming into play. Swing out and pump it up. So it deals 3 damage. We've done 3 damage at the end of turn 2. On to turn 3. Tap and tap. Draw. Oh, Glitterfang, the other card that does it. That's neat. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, 1, 2. Sand Scout, +1/+0. Glitterfang, +1/+0. And then we can swing out with all 4 of them. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. 7 damage at the end of turn 3 puts us at 10 damage. These go back up to the hand, go to turn 4. Draw. War Marshal. This would do a little bit more damage than the Sand Scout coming out. But then should we play Tuktuk? I think we'll get more out of this. 1, 2. Play the War Marshal. I'm also including commons for the deck. I have Thatcher's Revolt in the deck as well because it also satisfies. Well, it satisfies Jackal Familiar. So yeah, put that Goblin into play. This triggers twice, and then we will put the Sand Scout into play. Triggering this a third time. Swing out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Going to 17 damage by the end of turn 4. And go to turn 5. We will not pay the echo cost on Mogg War Marshal. Puts this other goblin token into play. It can't attack, so I'm hoping I can keep track of that by not actually attacking with it. And draw. And we got a goblin cohort, which can't attack this turn. But, I think we might as well... Oh shoot, probably could have kept the Goblin War Marshal around. Well, that's my own dumb fault. But we can do this. 1, play the Goblin Cohort. 2, or trail 1 at it and 2 at your opponent. 3, Glitterfang comes into play. So this can't attack, but this can. We've had 2 creatures come into play, so... Oh! It's too early. Let's do it like this. We didn't play this, we played the Vishina Sand Scout. Alright. So cast this came into play, this goblin came into play, the goblin cohort came into play, and the Glitterfang came into play. So that's 4 creatures that came into play this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's attack with 1, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Make sure I'm doing this right. We played the cohort, the Sand Scout, and the Glitterfang. That's his 4 mana. This goblin came into play because of the Mogg War Marshal. So yeah, these 4 creatures came into play this turn, pumping this up +4/+0. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 damage. At the end of turn 5, we've dealt 27 damage. Ooh. Alright, that's pretty good actually. Didn't get to cast Tuktuk, we didn't play the Arc Trail, but we got some good damage in. Let's see. Again, everything you've seen so far has been a common or an uncommon. There are no real rares in the deck. I think, Mogg Cannon. I was hoping to get this out because you can use Mogg Cannon's ability with Glitterfang or Vishina Sand Scout or even regular Vishina Sand Stalker. Pay attention to what the original card or what the ruling on the cards are. Anyway, you can give any one of these 3 creatures flying, and where it says at end of turn destroy that creature, you can stack the trigger that would want to destroy it. Then on top of that, this goes back up to your hand. Pull this up to your hand, and it's no longer in play for the destroy effect. Likewise, you can play Tuktuk, give him +1/+0 on flying, then destroy him at end of turn to put out Tuktuk returned. So this is just, I used to play this way back in the 90s for a slide deck. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that is the Tuktuk Thrash with Trash deck. Hopefully I get this uploaded today while I'm at work. But yeah, I'm going to be bringing this to my local gaming store tonight. And I encourage you to build these kinds of decks. Just give people variety to play with. It's cost effective, and you can kind of see for yourself how well it plays. But yeah, enjoy it. Build up your community by trying to make extra decks for people to play to so they can enjoy the game. Like this is Thrash with Trash, but it's still good. It still deals a really decent amount of damage. The cards are really fun. That's why I like Sly so much. It's really easy to budget conscious build a deck. So yeah, 4 a.m. but I gotta get ready to go and work. Take care everybody. Hope you all have a great day.